What is up? This is Colonial Puppet, and this is part 12 of the Let's Build a Stadium series. And as you can see, we're right where we left off. The two sections, or the two levels of bleachers have been completed. And the next thing we're going to do is work on pretty much this stripe you see here with the kind of walk area and the gate openings. We're going to have to build again up here. But before we do that, actually I want to figure something out, and that is how much space is between here and there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6 blocks, not counting that block. So that's how much space. Actually, one second. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll do that for now. So basically, I'm gonna fill in 6 blocks from here, which there's already 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just have to bring it out 2, I believe. So I'm just gonna build down here. I'm not gonna cut this. This isn't gonna take too long. We're doing the short end of the field this episode. The next episode we're gonna do the long end of the field. So by the end of this episode, we'll basically have that only up here. It should look pretty good, and then we could get started on the third and final level of bleachers. Although, like I said, it's going to be a little different with possibly diagonal corners and skyboxes and like spaces for the scoreboard, stuff like that. And that would definitely be on like this side. It would be on one of the short ends, would be the scoreboard. But yeah, working on that. Started the SimCity Let's Build as well. This should be the first video I put out after the SimCity Let's Build a City Part 1. And then after this, I think I'm going to record an episode of that. Having a lot of fun. The first one definitely felt a little slow, and I apologize for that. I spent most of the time building farms, which isn't the most entertaining thing to watch, but it'll pick up once I actually kind of establish like a nice balanced city with different types of industry and stuff. Might throw in some disasters here and there just to spice things up. I'm actually going to count the space between, so there should be 3 blocks here. Is there 3 blocks? Yes, there is. Awesome. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where I built these gate openings. So this row, skip a row, that row. Okay. That is easy enough to remember. So boom, 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 boom. So that's where 1's gonna be. Skip, and then boom, 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 boom. So someone in the comments asked me to build a train station after this. I was wondering what everyone thought of that idea. I would definitely like to do that. And if the person who asked me that is watching this right now, definitely specify what type of train station you want me to build in the comments of this video, because I definitely want to build one, but there's a lot of different, like, we talking like 19th century, 20th century, like steel, like Grand Central looking stations, or modern day train stations, or tiny little like small town train stations. I'm pretty sure they either meant like a Grand Central type station or like a modern day like European tube station. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or not tube, but like high speed rail. And it's funny that one second, 1, 2, 3, 4. I said I would be building a train station, or not so much a train station as much as like a transportation hub, on my one video. It's one of my more recent videos. where I built a town hall on the Windows 10 version of Minecraft. I'm going to be building a train station at the center of that, so there's also that to look forward to. Alright. Cool. So I'm just building the openings, then I'm going to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting some spikes in frame rate. Don't know why. Alright, so we have our 4 gates lined up, or planned out, that is. Now, how wide are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 because there's already 1 block there, making a total of 6. Alright, sorry about that. I had to cut the video. Totally forgot what I was talking about. I had to bring some dishes up. Alright. I'm not going to fill that in yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm basically making little cubes. I was not aware that these were cubes. That's pretty cool. But yeah. I kind of want to do like a Q&A video of some sort soon. Not because my channel, I think my channel is like big enough to even warrant a video like that, but I kind of want to know what people want me to put out. For the most part, I just do what I want. But I mean, there are times when I don't know what to build, but I want to build something. And it's always good to have like recommendations. Oh no. And so comments like that, like, hey, build a train station. Like those are comments that I want more of. So I can make content that I know you guys will like, and that will be fun to make myself. Alright, so I'm going to be filling in, I'll fill in this one, so I'm just going to be filling in the bottom, like so. Oops. The sides. Like so. And the very top, like that. Awesome. So I'm going to do that again for the other 3. I'll cut it so you don't have to watch me do repetitive work, and I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and all of these are filled in, and now I'm going to do this. I will outline the places that I need to fill with even more gray concrete. But yeah. I'm going to do that now. And yeah, I thought I'd like clarify. A lot of times when I build, excuse me, especially this Let's Build, when I say I'm going to build something on the opposite side, like, oh, I'm going to do that, but over here, I don't build it by hand. I use editing programs to paste it and mirror it over there. Just wanted to clarify that. I don't know. I don't really consider it cheating, especially since I want to make these episodes and put them out as fast as possible for people to follow along, and not have that large of gaps in between the videos. However, when it comes to like filling things like this, I do fill it in by hand. I don't have World Edit. I know people ask me to get World Edit, but I haven't really had time to look into it and you know, get it downloaded and whatnot. One thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to add one more, or 2 more gates here at the very end, because I realize how long that is of a walk. So just for easier access, let's put an extra set of gates on this second part. It's a little bit longer too, so it makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. But yeah, I know that's kind of like a debated topic if like things like MC Edit are cheating, but the way I see it, it's like you're not really gonna notice if something was built by hand versus if something was built by MC Edit. Like obviously, I mean, if someone's kind of lazy with MC Edit and just it's like apparent that they copy paste, and I'm probably guilty of that sometimes. Like if it's like skyscrapers and it's like apparent that they just copy pasted floors, or that they like took shortcuts and like there's some like weird design choices that don't really look like they were choices at all, and just like sloppy copy paste jobs and stuff like that. I could see that being annoying, but you know, if someone like puts in the effort to like put in detail and just doesn't want to build like the same thing over and over again, if there's like a repetitive part of the build, I think that's totally fine. It's not like I'm claiming it was hand built. Titan City, I know I claimed was hand built to a time, but then when I switched it from the Xbox 360 to the PC and started using MC Edit, I stopped saying it was built by hand. But the first real download of it, the first couple downloads of it, my most popular video, which has like 1.5 million views, I wasn't lying when I said I built the city by hand. I spent many nights on Minecraft for the Xbox 360 building that map by hand, and had a lot of fun doing it. But then once I switched it over to the PC, it made sense using MC Edit to kind of speed the growth of the city and keep putting out downloads. Alright, so these areas, here, 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 and here, I'm going to fill in with concrete. I will cut that and see you when I'm done it. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I filled in the areas with concrete, and now I'm going to get started on this wall, which I'm probably going to cut. I'll do like 1 or 2 panels of it, but it's pretty simple. Just build 2 blocks up with yellow, 1 block up with red, and then another 2 blocks up with, did I say yellow? I meant white. White concrete. Sorry about that. I was looking at the yellow wool for some reason. 2 blocks up with that, and then 1 more block going over top. Not only the wall, but also these gate openings as well. And I'll do 1 more here, but I'm going to do that basically all the way down where I just built. So yeah. Alright. Cool. Okay. Oops. And I just did the... I wonder if the game looks different. I'm in full screen now, so it might not have those black bars. Might be finally the right aspect ratio. I know in my in all the videos before this, the aspect ratio was a little off. It wasn't quite 1920 by 1080. It was like 1920 by 10, like 1040 or something. And I think that's because I was running it in windowed mode, just in full screen. But I adjusted some video settings. The graphics might not be as good, although it's Minecraft, so that doesn't really matter. It's not really about the graphics. Turned it from fancy to fast, and got rid of the clouds. Particle physics are off, so that's why you're not seeing the weird swirls and stuff. But yeah, I think I'll do half of this and then cut. 'Cause I was getting some pretty low frame rates. Right now it's at 60. Yeah, but when I'm not recording with Fraps, it's up to like 100 something. I And it's gotten to the point where I barely even noticed. Like, I notice now when something's 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second. I feel like everything on the Xbox with 30 frames was for 30 frames per second. And like now it just feels like my computer's choking if it runs at 30. But this is running at a smooth 60. I think it's locked at 60. Fraps does that while you're recording, or it's like a setting that you can put. I don't really feel the need to record at anything over 60 frames per second. I don't even know if like YouTube supports anything above 60 frames per second, or if like video codecs even support anything over 60. Alright, so basically I'm going to do that only on the opposite side over here where I haven't done it yet. So at the risk of being repetitive, or to avoid being repetitive, I'm going to cut that and cut back when I'm done. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, we have the full wall with the cool little racing stripe down the middle. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to make this a short episode. I don't know. I don't know what else to add other than, I guess I could start, you know, here, wait, I'll do this. I'm going to build, because I feel like this is a pretty short episode. Actually, no, I'm not going to do this yet. What am I talking about? Because I have yet to build I guess I could do the long end of the field as well in this episode, and basically just do the same thing I've been doing here, but on the long end. I think I'll do that. Make it a little bit longer, but more productive. Pack as much as I can. But before I do that, I need to count. So this is 3, just like that one. Okay, cool. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm gonna build out 3 like that, all the way down there and all the way down there. So I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, there's the 3 blocks I built out. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to start building these gateway entrances, or yeah, gate entrances. Starting with this one, which is not off because we added another 2. So starts with this, and then I think I skip every other one. So boom, 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 3, 4, 5. Do that, and then let's see where I built the other ones. Skip one, skip one. Okay. So, yep, just skip that one, then build one here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move this over. Skip an aisle. Boom, boom. I think that lines up. Yep. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with the short end of the field and build an extra one. On the first level, this is where it ends, or where the gates end, but I'm going to build one here as well. Just because it's getting to be a longer gap between the end and the last gate, so I want as many gates as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's it for this side. Let's go over here. And I'm just going to build this and then make this look like that, and then cut me building the same exact thing on those 2 sides of the field. And by build, I mean take it into MC Edit and work on it there. Alright. Build that. Skip. Build it here. I've been thinking about how I want this to look. Like the outside, that is. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm not quite sure. Kind of want to give it some like classical arches and stuff. But I think that would kind of clash with the stripe kind of look I'm giving it. I might give it a kind of more classical look though. Wait, did I do this right? Did I not skip one? No, I skipped that one. Did I not do it right here? I don't think I did it right here. Oh no. Oh man. Alright, so I messed up. Of course I did. This is supposed to be here. I believe, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, not too big of a deal. Just gotta get rid of this one. Build it here instead. And I'm not sure. I don't want to make it look too modern. Alright. Get rid of that. I think we're good now. Yep. Cool. So doing the same thing over here. Although I did it right over here. These are all lined up. Just have to build the one more all the way over here. And that works out pretty well, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, then I think it's 6 blocks, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do the cube thing again. So I'm gonna make all these cubes like that. And then obviously fill in the sides like so. The top and the bottom. So making like a little tunnel. I'm going to do that for everywhere I built a square, and I will cut that and cut back when I'm finished. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, wow, I've built the gate openings. They're all now little cubes with like tunnels in through them, and you probably guessed what I'm going to do next. That is fill in or outline the areas that I'm gonna fill in with more gray concrete. A lot of gray concrete in this Let's Build, I know. But it's gonna get a lot more interesting once we start building the rooms and the exterior and all that good stuff. Don't know if you guys want to watch me build the parking lot, but big structures like this usually warrant big parking lots. That is if I choose not to put a parking garage like in the building itself, which I actually might end up doing. Might end up building like a large portion of this this stadium as like a parking garage. I might make one of the sides of the building into a parking garage. That'd be pretty cool to like integrate, because I don't like big expanses of just parking space. Always looks ugly, and it's not fun to build. Parking garages are a little better. I honestly, they're probably my least favorite things to build. Parking lots and parking garages are probably my least favorite things to build. And I know I've done time-lapse of a parking garage, but it wasn't too fun, to be honest. But I wanted to build one. My city needed one, so I built it. I'm going to fill in all this area with the gray, it's going to say clay, gray concrete, and I will cut back when I'm finished doing that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, filled in all the areas that I said I'd fill in, and now I'm going to go over there very slowly but surely. and complete the wall. Obviously I added some ground, so I need to cover that with this wall, like so. Oh, I totally messed up. Forgot the cool red racing stripe. But yeah, gonna do that. Then I'm probably gonna cut this. I'll build one part of the wall. Oh man. Alright. That's 2 blocks. Now for the cool red stripe. I'll just build this section, because I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys get the idea on how to build this wall. Cool. Awesome. And of course this one goes over top the gates. Oops. Yep. And then after this I'm going to cut me kind of duplicating this stuff over on that side and that side. So I'm going to build this wall all the way down, and then I'll cut back, and then I'll probably, actually, do you know what, when I cut back, this whole wall is going to be completed, and all this is going to be mirrored over there as well. So I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, all of the sides of the stadium have this wall and these gate entrances, so we're almost done. There's one last thing I want to do. It's pretty simple, I guess, but actually might take a while because this thing's so big. That's what she said. And it's really hard to get around. It's like I have to travel to each corner of this this build. And it looks like I'm going to have to go into MC Edit and move it away from that building right there. Which I know I said I have to do eventually. But it looks like it's getting to that time. Which is good, because that means this Let's Build is moving right along. But yeah, it's starting to encroach on this poor building space. Probably end up moving this building, honestly. It'd be easier. Rather than moving this whole stadium. Plus this building is in Titan City now, so I don't even need it here. But it's nice to just have. This is like like I said, this world is where I build things. And then I just move them from this world to other worlds. I don't know, just to, unless it's like I'm doing a time-lapse, I like to build within the city, but, or actually no, unless it's like something I'm not doing a time-lapse, sorry. If I'm doing a time-lapse, I want to build it on this world so there aren't any other buildings in the way and stuff like that, and it's just flat stone expanse of, it's the void. So plenty of room to build and move the camera around in replay mod, which is what I use to do my time lapses. So I can like wrap the camera around the building over the course of the time lapse without worrying about it cutting through other builds around the around where I'm doing the construction. But this is the last leg that I'm gonna do, last thing I'm gonna build this episode, because it's probably getting pretty long. But yep, there we go. Just to support. Obviously I'm gonna put in more here, but I'm gonna wait until I start building the hallways and stuff, until I worry about how to manage the underside of this this area. But yeah, there we go. Next episode I'm probably gonna start with the third and final section of bleachers, like I said, filling in a lot of white concrete here, because I'm gonna do pretty much the same thing I did with like this huge kind of overhang just to save space, make it more compact. But yeah, this has been Colonial Puppet. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out, and be sure to check out the previous episodes if you'd like to follow along. I don't know why the lights do this, or the shadow, or I don't know what it is. I always get these, and I already had Sea Lantern. I guess I have two now. The light always glitches. And it's not just when I use MC Edit, it's when I just build normal stuff as well. I get these weird kind of light glitch things. But anyway, this has been Colonial Puppet. Yep, I already did said all that. Other than that, have a good day.